Good evening to everyone. Uh, this is Rajita Devi, Government Degree College of Hayatnagar, Department of Computer Science. Today I am going to discuss about on the subject on database management system. In that, the subtopics I am going to here explain to here: sequential query language, DDL data definition language, and DML data manipulation language, DRL data retrieval language, DCL data control language, TCL data transaction language, and then logical operators, aggregate functions, relational operators, and code relational database rules. In this, firstly, I am going to discuss about on the thing sequential query language. In this sequential query language, what is before going to that, what is, these three things we know: the row or tuple, or column or attribute. Row means it represents all data required for a particular instance in an entity, which is a particular instance which is having a data which is having required for a particular instance in an entity. Each row is an entity. It is uniquely identified by declaring it has a primary key or unique. Unique means number of columns we are taking here. In that single one is different, that is we are calling with a unique key or primary key. After that, this is known as a row or tuple, a particular instance and entity. And then a column or attribute, it represents one and of data in a table, one and of data in a table, which is known as a column. And then we know about the thing of field. It can be found at the intersection of a row or column. It is like a cell, we are calling it as a cell. Field means we are taking an for example, we are taking a name like that. It can be found at intersection of. Intersection means before going to that, row and column, we are divided into a row and column. And then after that row and column field, I'm going to discuss about on the thing. See, structured query language. It allows the user to communicate at the server. Whenever the sequential query language executing the process, it allows the user communicate at the server. It efficiently and easy to learn and use, which is used by the efficiently and easy to learn and use. It is used to define, retrieve and manipulate the data, which is used. And whenever we want to, whenever we are storing the data in the database server, it is used to, whenever we want to define, it will be define, retrieve, it will be retrieve and manipulate the data. The database is accessed by using SQL. The different categories in SQL statements are there. In this structured query language, SQL data, different categories are there in that type. So many data types are there in that. The first one is the data definition language. DML and data manipulation language is there, and data retrieval language, and DCL data control language is there. And then TCL data transaction language. And then before going to known about of these things, we know the things of data types. Data types in SQL, structured query language. In this, so many types will be there. Some of the types I have taken here. Characters of size. It is specifies fixed length character. In the string, the size should be specified. If the data is less than the original, specified blank pads add will be there. For example, I am taking here character is there. In that character of some 10, I am taking the 10 allocated in that. In that I am taking here some name will be filled by some. After that, the filling, after that the remaining blank pads are added in this. This type of data can hold up to 255 characters are there. Any character, some integer, they having own data types are there, own size will be there, and in this type it having the holds character data type 255 characters it hold. Whenever we are using that, after that the remaining pads will be blank. And after that varchar and size, it specifies varchar to size the variable length character string. It occupies only that space for which the data is supplied. This can be hold to the 2000 characters. In this, varchar means a large number of data it will be hold. Varchar size, variable length character string, it occupies only that space. It occupies only that space for which the data is supplied. This can be hold up to 2000 before compared to where character is size is a 225 characters only specified, but this varchar size is 2000. There is a comparison in between those. And then number, it is used to store a positive or a negative, which is used a number, fixed floating point number. Positive means it specifies the precision, that is that total number of digits 1 to 38 it occupies. It specifies the scale, that is the number of digits to the right of point. And then number, I am taking for example number of 4, 2 will be there, that the fractions and 4 numbers 2, 3, 4, 5.1.2. 4 numbers in this I am taking here 4, it means 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 numbers I am taking. After that the precision is 1, 2. It is a floating number, fractions. And the number of 3, 9, 8, 4 will be there. This is the number type. Then I take the long. This data type stores variable length character string. It is used to store very length text string. Length is a very long lengthy text. Whenever we want to store a lengthy text, then we are using a long data type. The length of long values may be limited by the memory available on computer. It can be declared in a PL/SQL unit but cannot referenced in SQL. In this length, long values may be limited, but memory available on the computer it can declared on only PL/SQL unit but cannot referenced in SQL. Only PL/SQL unit it will be referred. And then date, it is used to store date and time information also. Which type of database. And the default data format in Oracle is date and month year. The date range provided by Oracle is some month and then BC to last month ADR. Like that we are taking Oracle establishment of the date and month year. It will be stored on the server. And then raw and long raw, these are used to store binary data or binary strings. These are available length data types. These are mostly used to store graphics, sounds, documents, animations, etc. Raw and long raw, it means whenever we want to store the videos or clippings or any raw data which is used to store for long raw, that type of database. These are used to store binary data or binary strings, variable length data types, and these are mostly used for store graphics only and sounds, and then big documents and then animations purpose we are using this type of database, this type of data type. After that, DDL command. In this DDL command, some first one is create. Whenever we want to do one practical on SQL query language, then we have to create a table. Create table view index. These are commands in DDL, data definition language. In that command we are using alter and drop will be there. In this alter, firstly I am discussing about on create table. This command defines each column of table uniquely. Each column has minimum of 3 attributes. For example, name, data type and size will be there. In this syntax, for this an example I am taking here, an example for this: create table data type. Which data type I am using here? Before going, I am telling that integer or character or double or float or everything. In this create table name. After that, column name, data type, size. Column name 2. Whenever we want to use more than one column, 3 column, 4 column, it will be take the column name 1, 2, 3 up to name X, name Z, or we have to take in data type and size, and we are closing with the bracket. After that, a semicolon. We must ensure use the semicolon. Then only that command will be executed. For example, I am taking here one SQL command: create table student. SID number, I am taking the size of 3, S name varchar of 12, M1 number 3, M2 number 3, M3 marks subject 1, subject 2, I have to take after that M1, M2, M3 instead of that number of 3, and then after that semicolon, bracket close and semicolon. In this the table was created, that number, SID number, and that varchar name, that student having SID, student ID, student name, marks of 3 subjects. The table was created in that. After that, creating alter command we have to use. The structure of the table can be modified by using alter command. Whenever we are creating a table, if we want any changes do on the table, that's why we are using alter command. It defines deleting column or defining the columns. It defines deleting if we want to delete a column, or redefining any changes we want to redefine that column, we are defining. Adding new columns. Adding a new columns. If we want to add another person will came, we want to add new column. For that purpose we are using alter command. Syntax is SQL alter table name. Add new column, data type of size, new column, data type of size. After that, a bracket close and semicolon. For that I am taking example for this. A new is there. Before example, I am taking SID, S name, M1, M2, M3 is there, but I am adding average also. That purpose we are using alter. After that, alter is the example is an example for this: alter table student, add column, table alter. Just we are taking alter table name. What the table name should have to give, it must and should add column. Which column you want to add? Table altered. That was altered with the AVG, the above figure. Next one is dropping a column. Alter table name, drop column name. Alter table is a student, drop column, which column you have to mention on that less than greater than symbol. Alter table a student, drop column M3. I want to drop a column, M3 column, that one be table altered in that place. After that, modifying existing columns. SQL is alter table name, modify in which column name you have to alter, on that new data type you have to use, it will be give. New size you have to give, it gives a new size. And alter table student. Modify it modified by the S name, student name, varchar of some size will be there. This is a modified command. After that, alter table class cannot perform the following tasks. Some rules will be there. Alter, if you want to use an alter command, you should follow these 3 commands. Change the name of the table. You have to first change the name of the table. After that, change the name of the column. After that, decrease the size of column. If table data is already existing table, then only you decrease the size of that column. These three things you have to mention on that alter table. After that, destroying tables. How to destroy a tables? In that destroying table, we are using drop command. Using drop statement with the alter name can destroying a specific table. Usually drop statement whenever we are using with the table name can destroying in that with the table name with the table name and can destroying a specific table. You have to mention a specific table. In the table you have to drop statement. Usually only the table creator may delete the table only. For example, syntax is drop table. You mentioned a table name. After that, drop table a student. That table was dropped by using the above command. And then after that, DML command. And the third one is the DML command, data manipulation command. In this command, the three main concepts will be there: insert, delete, update. The most common things whenever we using the database, users will know these three things: insert, delete, update. These are the data manipulation language commands. Insert data into a tables. Once a table is created, the most natural thing is to load the table with the data. For example, syntax is insert. I am going to insert into a table name. Whenever table was created, then only you insert into a table columns. After that, insert into table name, column name 1, column name 2, values, expression 1, expression 2, like that. In the same example, in the same syntax, I am taking one example for this. Insert into a student. Student is a student is a table name. In that, the fields are SID, SNAME, M1, M2, M3. The values are, for SID is 100, some name is, I am taking some name, and then M1 is some number, M2 is some number will be there, M3 is some number is there. This is one row was created in the table. Only one row I am creating. After that, if you want to create another table also, insert into table name, values, expression 1, expression 2, insert, like that. I am taking another row, insert into a student, values, some another number, another name, and then different marks will be there. The two rows are created in that table. The output is the another one row was created, and two rows are created in the above two examples. And then syntax, we are taking another way, another syntax we are using. Instead of that, we are using in this way also. We have to inserting a columns in the table. Either you can use above way or this way. In this, syntax is insert into a table name, values, ampersand. You have to use the ampersand expression 1, ampersand expression 2. In that example, I am taking here insert into student, values, SID, ampersand, SID, SNAME, and M1, M2, M3 will be there. Enter the values for SID is some. I have to taken here SID is the some number will be there. Enter the values for SNAME. Some name I am taken here. Enter the values for M1. Enter the values for M2. Enter the values for M3. These are the this is an example for only one row creator for this table. After that, another way will be there. If the table is in the table, the rows are created, you have to check a backslash. In this, enter the values, then only it will be it asking to you enter the value for SID. You have to give that number. Enter the value for SNAME. You have to give another name or same name. Enter the value for M1. Enter the value for M2. Enter the value for M3. It will asking. You have to give that fill of the name, ID, name, M1, M2, M3. This is the another type. One row was created. And then delete command. How to delete command? The delete command deletes the row from the table. how to delete a command from the table, satisfy the condition provided by its. How to use the delete command. Before going that, where class, and return the number of rows deleted. How to return the number of rows are deleted. If a delete statement without where class is issued, then all the rows are deleted. If you are not using the where class, before example I am creating a four rows are inserted in the table. Before going to where class, if you use the delete command, it will be deleted all the rows without where class. That's why you use the where class and return the number of rows deleted. How many number of rows if you want. How many number of rows deleted? If a delete statement with where class is issued, then all the rows are deleted. That's why syntax SQL delete from table. In which table you want to use a delete? Delete from some student table. You have to give that name. In the table, how many rows you have to create? You have to delete. You give that 4 rows are deleted. I want to. That is used by the where class. This is a delete command. In the delete, where class restricts the selection of rows. It restricts the selection of rows based on the condition expression. In where class, all standard operating can be used, such as logical, arithmetical, and etc. We are using selection of rows. Whenever we are using a selection of rows based on which based on condition expression, in where class used. And standard operating can be used, such as logical, or you are using logical or arithmetical. That's why where class is used. And in this syntax is delete from table name, where, expression or condition. Delete from student where SID. In that SID, student ID 103, whenever in that table the row was, I want to delete, one row is deleted. Or you can take 101, or you can take in the table instead. In the table or inserted, whenever the type of number you have to give, that row was deleted. After that, update command. This command is used to change or modify the data values in a table. This command is used. You have to change whenever you have to. Already the table was created. In the table, you have to change and modify the data values in a table. Update statement or update columns in the existing table rows with the new values. If you want to update that columns, existing table rows with the new values, if you want to take a new values, that purpose we are using update. In that update we are using set class. Set class indicates which column data should be modified, on which column you have to modify it, and the new values that they should hold. How new values, how many values you have to store the values that they should hold, the type of values they show that hold. And the where class specifies which row should be updated, otherwise all the table rows are updated. Whenever we are using update command, in that update command you have to use set class as well as where class, because of which row should be updated, otherwise all the rows are updated. Not only you have to choose, you have to select any one of the class. In that place you have to take a set class and as well as a where class specifies. For example, update a table name, set column name and expression 1, column name 2 or expression 2. Or you can take another way, update table name, set column name 1, expression 1, column name 2, expression 2, where condition is in the where, how many columns are you have to, how many new updates are you have to mention, where condition. That is example, update a student, that is set S name. I am taking here S name is some name have to taken within a single quote. In that the output will be given SIDs, some IDs it have to given, S name is some names it will be given, M1 is it will be given, M2 and it will be given, M3 and it will be given. This is the update student. In this update student, in each row I want to change this here. Update student set M1 is equal to 92. Instead of that, where S name is equal to some name, another name I have to change here. It is used to change the name of a table. Syntax is rename table to new table name. Instead of that, rename, I want to change the table name. That purpose I am using rename command. Rename, you have to give the table old name and to give the new name, new table name. Rename student to that type of new name. Instead of that, that is it gives to change the old name to the new name. After that, DRL commands, data retrieval language. In this, viewing data in the table. In that, select is used. In that purpose, the command is used to retrieve rows selected from or more tables. In this, syntax is select column name 2 from table name. In this select, I am taking here the SID, S name, M1, M2, M3 from students. I am taking here that output will be the SID, S name, student name, M1, M2, M3 here. Viewing, it's only viewing the data in the table. How many data it will be holding in that data should be give to view command. In that, I am taking an example for this. Select SID, S name from student. SID and S name is the output for the above command. And this syntax is if we are already table was created, if we want to see the table how many rows are created, that purpose we are using select star. Whenever we are using select star from table name, star indicates all the rows and all the columns it will be shown. Select star from student where M1 is equal to 90. I am taking here one example here, SID, S name, M1, M2, M3 here. In that, I am taking the SIDs and S names is there. And M1, whenever where class M1 is equal to 90, M1 instead of 1 except it will all remainings are 90s it shows will be there. That purpose we are using select and with a where. After that, SID, S name, M1, M2 it will be there. That only 90 should be left. Remaining all the 3 rows are selected in this. That purpose where. Select and where. After that, describe command. Describe, it gives the total description of the table. Whenever we already created table, in that table we are inserting some rows are there. In that rows, describe, whenever we are using the describe student name is already creating the table, that student. Whenever we are using the desk student, then the output is in the table, in the table SID number and then primary key. If we are using in that, the table will be shown as shown in the figure like that. Only desk it will be shown that how many rows you have to select it, that will be displayed on that. After that, logical operators. Logical operators allows to create an SQL statement based on 2 or more conditions. It will be created, it will be allows to an SQL statement based on 2 or more conditions it will be used. It can be used in any valued SQL statement such as select, insert, update or delete. How many commands we are using in logical operators? We are using this purpose select command, insert command, update command or delete command. The AND operator requires that each condition must be met for the records to be included in the result set. Whenever we are using AND operator, it requires when each condition must be met for the records only. That's why for that purpose we are using each condition to be included in the result set. For example, I am taking an example for this. Select star from employee where job is equal to some designation and the employee number is there. In this, select e-name salary from employee where the job is equal to and salary is greater than some number is there. In that, e-name and salary. E-names are some names it will be there, some names I have to take in, some name having some salary, and then say next name having some salary and next name is having some salary will be there. In that purpose we are using select star from employee. This is in this purpose and operator we are using those either this or that. Job is equal to some designation, salary is greater than some value. This is the condition. In that purpose we are using and operator. And then next one is or operator. Or operator is a condition allows to create an SQL statement where the records are written. When one of the conditions are met, it is used in a valid SQL statement such as select, insert, update or delete. In this also we are using the condition. Whenever we are creating an SQL statement, these records are met for a valid SQL statement. That the purpose we are taking the commands select, insert, update or delete command. For example, select e-name, e-number from employee table where the employee number is equal to some number, or you have to take employee number is equal to another number. In this case, I am taking another example. Comparison, select star from employee table in the table where employee number is equal to some number is there, or job is equal to some designation is there. In that we are using or operator, or either this or that are created in this one. Next one is the not operator. In this not operator, Oracle engine will process all rows in a table. All rows will process and display only those records that do not satisfy the condition specified. In this, select star from employee where not e-name is equal to some excess value. That's why we are using not operator. After that, we are using aggregate functions. These are used with the select to return mathematical summaries and columns. We are using this type of commands. The purpose is mathematical summaries. In that purpose we are using aggregate functions. In that the command is, first one is count. It returns the number of rows containing null values for a given column. Null is not 0 or space. It is one of the value in a Oracle. Just it is a one value. Select count whenever we are giving the within the brackets of star from employee and end with the semicolon count a star, then the command will be select count SNAME from student. Count SNAME. In that purpose, how many numbers are it will be stored in the table, that stored count will be displayed on the output. Total number of count it will be displayed. That is the used for the count. After that, count distinct SNAME from student. If you want to count distinct SNAME, that is displayed on the 4 only. Only distinct. Minimum. It returns a minimum attribute values find in a given column. I am taking one example for this. SNAME I am taking here M1 and M2 and M3 will be there. I am not given the values for M2 and M3. In this, I am taking an example for this. Select minimum M1 from student. Total minimum of in that M1 values, the minimum value is 55. That too only will be displayed minimum. That's why that purpose we are using minimum command. After that, maximum. It returns the maximum attribute value find a given column. It returns select minimum of M1 from student. Maximum how much it will be on that above table 99 is. That purpose maximum is used for this. And then next one, select sal from employee. Salary is the 12. Select 12 as an annual income. Annual income have it returns the sum of values, total values it will be added for a given column. Sum M1 from student. Sum of M1 is equal to totally it will be adding. The output will be the fourth one. Average. If we want to total how many members, that by divided by that value, it returns average of all values for a given value. Select average M1 from student. That average of M1 is equal to some value. It will be directly give the output from that only. Next one is the order by class. Order by class allows data from a table to be viewed in a sorted order. The rows retrieved from the table will be sorted in either ascending order or descending order, depends on the condition. Whenever we are using the order by class, it taken the table values which is sorted in either ascending order or descending order, up to down or down. Order by class will not change the order in the table, but affects only output on the output device. If we want to take syntax is select star from table name, order by column name to sorted order. You have to take a sorted order, select star from employee, order by salary I am taking. By default it taken it correct value, some taken will be there and it will be added. And then select salary from employee, order by desk. If you want to desk, which it will be only salary will be displayed on that rows, will be on that rows it will be shown. Select e name salary from employee, order by e name desk. The e name was with that e name the desk will be displayed. And then select e name salary from employee, order by one name is there and ends first count in that set class. And the next one is group by class. The group by class creates a data set containing several sets of records grouped together. If we want to number of sets we are adding, that purpose we are using group by class based on the condition. The group by class is used to compute, calculate, aggregate functions, which we are using to compute or calculating that purpose we are using aggregate functions on a group. If we want to list the name of the job and how many employees belongs to that type of job, that's why that purpose syntax is select job count, employee number from employee, group by the job. That group total number of that group by job will be displayed. And subquery. Subquery is a form of an SQL statement, which is a form of SQL statement that appears inside another SQL is there. Another SQL statement is there. If you have one statement, in that we have to insert another SQL statement. It is also termed as a nested query. We are calling with another name with the nested query also. The statement containing a subquery is called a parent statement, which we are containing a subquery. In that subquery whenever we are inserting that query, that subquery is called a parent statement. The parent statement uses the rows returned by the subquery, having returns by the subquery. Parent statement uses. And then select ename from employee, where SQL sar from employee, where ename is equal to some name is there, the name of employee that is. In that, after that the next topic is relational operator. In this relational operators, multiple queries can be put together and their output can be combined using the union class. The union class merges the output of two or more queries. It merges it, adding the two or more queries into a single set, which have to take in a single set of rows and columns. Record only I am showing one figure here. Record only in one symbol in that query 1, record only in query 2 will be there. In that common record from both queries we have to take in this first one and second one, we are taking the common records in both queries, that is union class. In this, for example, student is there and student 1 is there, and two different types of tables will be there. Student 1 and student, in this table I am taking here union. Both similar records are displayed in this here. Select S name from the student 1. S name is a some two multiple both the records are will be displayed. Union all. Next one. Select S name from student, union all, select S name from the student. In this, all the records will be combined with the S name. To both the tables, it will be added the all the commands. S name to in both the records adding in this. Intersection class. Multiple queries can be put together. Their output command using the intersection class. In the intersection class, output only rows produced by the both the queries. Intersection, that is means output of an intersection class will include only those rows that are retrieved common to both queries. In this example, common records from the both the queries. Some example I am taking here. Common records in both the tables. Select S name from student, intersection. Select S name 1 from student 1. S name is that only common in the both the tables. Only common record, that only the displayed on that. After that, minus class. The minus class output the rows produced by the first query after the filtering the rows retrieving by the second query. Select S name from the student, minus class. Minus means select name from student S name. After that, remaining only the two rows will be displayed with by using the minus class. And then next one is the data constraints. In this, we are using primary keys and not null keys. A primary key we have a unique queue or not null, which is having a number of table with only one. The one is a different, that is unique queue. Not null key, null is not given. If we are not given any value in the table, that is null key. Foreign key, primary key values is present. If we having primary key values, we are giving that value. If we are giving that value, that values are called foreign keys. Unique key, not repeated values we are calling with unique. And check key, if there is a condition, if we are giving any condition, then the displays on error that check condition exit. That's why that purpose we are using check key. Default key, if the values is not given, no values, then the default value display. These are the types of constraints. And then next one is some example example of SQL commands. Some example problems on SQL commands I am taking here. Some create table, we are taking primary key already. I discussed about the lines. Primary key, ename, varchar I am taking here. Not null, salaries nums, some 4. Check is some salaries, some have I am taking here. In that purpose table is created. In that some problem is there. Some program is there in that command. SQL, some roll number, rank, e-name, salary from select e-name, salary, desk, where row is number is less than is equal to 3. In that condition, the output is rank name. How many numbers are I am taking here? That names are displayed and salaries will be displayed. Top 3 earners of a company. In that table, only the rank name and the salary it will be displayed. After that, displays those manager name in the table. By using in the table, I am taking one question here. Display those manager name whose salary is more than salary of his employee. More than salary. How many members are there? That for that purpose I am taking the select command. A name, some name from employee A, where class I am using here. Select average basic salary from employee B, and where A employee number and MGR. For that some numbers are, for that some names are displayed by using above command. And then display these employees you joined in the company before 15th of month, like that I am taking here. Select MGR, that purpose we are taking. MGR, to find out the MGR group by class, 6 rows are selected for this. Group number, employee name, job, MGR, hire date, salary, common, department number. Like that, 6 rows will be selected by using that problem. Update the employees by his percent whose experience is 10 years. Update. For that purpose, update employee set salary is equal to salary plus 15 by 100, where round is equal to system date and hire date by 365 greater than 10, which by using this command the output will be 14 rows updated. After that, delete employee who completed 30 years of service. Delete from employee where round system date and hire date by 365 greater than 30. I am taking here. 12 rows will be how much it will be, that it gives automatically 12 rows will be deleted. Select star from employee. Employee number, employee name, job, MGR, hire date, salary, department number. It determines the count of employees who are taking commission, or taking commission or not. If it in this purpose, select count employee number taking commission from that employee where commission is greater than 0. That purpose, taking commission we are taking, and the output is 3 it gives. And then next one is a create a view command, which contain employee name and their managed names working in sales department. In that purpose, create table, select from view 1 department number and department where name is equal to sales. Two employee A and B will be there. In that purpose, the rows, employee name rows will be selected, and then 6 rows will be selected. In that, after that, determine the names of employees who taken highest salary in their department. That purpose, where the salary is, I am taking here the select maximum salary from employee group by the department number. In that purpose, employee name and salary, employee department number rows will be displayed. After that, determine the employee who are located at the some place. Select ename from the employee name, department number, location will be displayed. Determine the next department which does not containing any employee. Like that, department name and department number, operations, it will be displayed. For that purpose, we are using who earn more than managers. Like that, we are using so many problems we have to done here. These problems are problems solved by the by using the SQL commands. These are the chapter about on that SQL sequential query language commands. It is completed for this session. I will stop here, and then next session will be next topic tomorrow. Next session I will discuss on this. Thank you.